In this video, I'll be showing you things to do in Osaka, Nara, and Tokyo. If you haven't watched the previous video, we were in Kyoto and now we just arrived in Osaka. First thing we ate was these musubis from 7-Eleven because I saw someone on the train eating this. Our hotel was close to Namba Shrine, so we went to visit just for a few pictures and just to check it out. For lunch, we went to Shabuwara. It was located in a little mall. What they serve here is shabu shabu, which is a Japanese style hot pot. The quality of meat here was really good and the price was pretty decent. And also in this restaurant was mostly local, so you know it was good. What we got here was their sukiyaki. It comes with a side of rice and a raw egg to dip your meat in. I usually don't really care for raw egg, but in Japan the eggs are super fresh that I would definitely recommend trying it. Overall, I really enjoyed this restaurant and I would definitely come again if I'm in Osaka. Afterwards, we went to Osaka Castle. We didn't go inside because you can't take pictures anyways, but we recommend going farther back for a better view by the lake. During cherry blossom season, it was amazing because there's so much cherry blossom here. Afterwards, we went to our hotel at Wellstay in Namba. This place was budget friendly and it was pretty nice. I didn't like the fact that you had to pay to leave your luggage behind in lockers. This one was smaller than the others and it was 2 bunk beds. The bathroom was much more spacious, but I don't think I liked the location of this place. It was a lot of walking. We then went to Dontonburi. Over here is where all the food places are at. It is super crowded but very lively. From the time that I went here about 5 years ago, I could see that there's a big difference on change here. There's a lot of food places, but we didn't know what to eat that night and we ended up at a udon shop. This is the original soba udon. I got the curry udon. It was pretty good, but nothing really stood out. It tastes like a regular udon spot that I could get back in America. Afterwards, we went to get Pablo cheese tarts. It wasn't as good as I remembered, so I wouldn't recommend coming here. One thing I did like about this place was there's a lot of good shopping spots, but it closed pretty early from what I remembered. Later on that night, we did do laundry, but it was horrible, so I wouldn't stay at this hotel again. Next morning, we went to Lawson to drop off our luggage to go back to Tokyo. It takes about 2 days to arrive. Then we ended up at Nara Park. It is pretty close to Osaka, and it's a place where you could feed deers. At first, it could be kind of intimidating because sometimes the deer bites and chase you, but afterwards, they are pretty chill. We then end up at Starbucks because we were thirsty. I actually enjoyed the Starbucks here more than the ones in the States. I got a pizza toast and it was pretty good. And I also got their mango passion fruit frappuccino and it was very refreshing. One thing I recommend getting is strawberries in Nara. This is the best strawberries we had. Later on, we went to Magurokoya. This is a very popular place to get some tuna bowls. There is very limited seating, so if you have to split up, I would recommend, or it will be a long wait. We waited for about an hour and a half. To start off, I got a beer. This beer was really good. It paired really well with the tuna. Got the karaage tuna. Usually it's chicken karaage, but it's tuna. It was super good and soft. And this is the main star of the show, the high quality fatty tuna bowl. It didn't smell fishy at all, and it just melted like butter. It was the best tuna I ever had in my life. It was also very cheap, so I definitely recommend, especially because the dollar value is much stronger than the yen right now. Then we took the bullet train back to Tokyo. I recommend reserved seatings, even though it's a little more. I got a tamari sushi at the train station because I never got to try the raw sushi in Kyoto. It was pretty good, but I do wish that I got to try it in Kyoto as well. After 2 hours, we made it to our hotel in Ginza at Monday Hotel. I really liked the location of this place, and the workers were super nice, and the room was perfect. It had a mini fridge, a little stove to use, and a bunch of utensils. Here is the bathroom, and the best thing was the washer and dryer was the best.
Wait 5 minutes. You're gonna record for 5
In
minutes.
Japan, there's these bento box that is self-heating, and we thought it was pretty cool.
So do I open this or not?
Oh,
Pull the shinky, try pull.
Yeah, I'm ready to pull this.
Pull it.
Wait, let's make sure. Ready?
Kanpai! Đợi 5 phút rồi. It's 5 minutes.
the bento box was pretty good. We wanted to get another one, but we couldn't find it anymore during this trip. I think it's mostly at the train station. Later on for dinner, we went to Kyushu Jangara in Ginza. This place serves ramen. The wait over here wasn't that bad. It was about a 30 to 45 minute wait. This is their spicy ramen. I got their original ramen, and it's their most popular one. And this is their black garlic ramen. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good ramen spot, but I prefer Mutikiya over this spot if you watch the other video. Next morning, we headed over to Disney Sea. I would highly recommend visiting this place because it is much cheaper than Disneyland or Disney World. A ticket only costs about $50. I also think the park food is much better and it's much cheaper along with their merchandise. We went on a rainy day thinking it's going to be the worst park experience ever, but it's actually a really good thing because the park emptied up and it cleared up afterwards. The ramen at Disney was pretty good. Here we have is the Mickey hand bao bun. Another item is their dim sum sampler. And last thing I got was their fried rice. The bao bun I would skip on because it was plain with no filling. I did enjoy their sampler and the fried rice though. One thing that's fun about Disney Sea is there's a bunch of different flavored popcorn. We got their soy sauce and butter popcorn, and it costs only $2.50. After a few rides, we went to eat some more. This is their seafood pizza. I thought their egg was really cool to have it as a Mickey Mouse shape, but the pizza tasted okay. I also got their yuzu lemonade. I thought it was really good, and it has little pop rocks that pops in your mouth. This is their churro. It has a Mickey Mouse shape, making it better than the ones in the States. And I finally got to try their alien mochi. It comes with 3 different flavors, strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. I would definitely recommend trying this. It was hard to find because it moves locations all the time. Another popcorn we tried is their matcha white chocolate popcorn, and I have to say this was probably my favorite. And because it was less crowded, we were able to eat a lot and ride a lot of rides. The item that I've been seeing to try is their seashell strawberry ice cream. It is in a seashell and it was pretty good, but I could live without it. And for dinner that night, this is what we ate. In Japan, some food items you have to eat in order to purchase their toys. So those are some of the items we got just so my mom could have these items. We got their clam chowder and chicken nuggets. Both of them are really good and it was in a Mickey shape. This is their sandwich that we had to get. This one was not good, just for the toy. Another popcorn item we tried was their corn portage popcorn. It was pretty good, and I also recommend buying their Mickey Mouse tongs. Another popcorn we got was their caramel popcorn to get their tongs. A lot of people like to collect their buckets as well. Next morning we went to another Starbucks for their melon flavored frappuccinos. Inside a mall, they were serving poke, so I wanted to see if it was as good as the ones in Hawaii. Here's the poke bowl I got. Overall, it was pretty fresh, but it didn't hit the spot. I think I'd rather just eat sushi here in Japan. After a full day of shopping, later at night, we had reservation to go to Shibuya Sky. I would recommend making reservations in advance when it drops because it gets booked up. During sunset time, it gets booked up really quick. We didn't get it, so we were able to get the one at nighttime, and it was still worth it. You get the view of the city 360 all around, and it was a perfect activity to do for our last night. There was a retro diner in there. I wish we knew about it because it looked good, but they stopped serving food. We were still able to get this melon drink though. Afterwards, we went to this restaurant for okonomiyaki, but I don't think they're known for okonomiyaki because it was decent. This place is known for Monja actually, and we didn't enjoy our food, but everyone else seemed to enjoy it and it was really crowded. This is their lemon sour and it was not as good as the one in Kyoto. If you're in a time crunch, I would recommend coming here because we were almost late for our last train. If we missed it, we would have to pay for a taxi and it was much more. I would still come back to this restaurant to try their specialty because we got the wrong item and the okonomiyaki took a little bit too long. Here's the okonomiyakis that we got. It tasted pretty average, like a typical spot, so nothing stood out. But I would skip on their noodle dish because it was pretty bland. On our last and final morning, we went to Tsukiji market. First item that we got here was these musubis. I thought it was really good. This is their shrimp tempura one, and I also got a salmon one. Both of them had a good ratio of rice and filling. Next door is these Wagyu stand. There's a bunch of them, and we wanted to try it because we heard it was one of the items that you have to get at this market. It was very juicy and tender. I think it was worth trying it at least once. Another item that you have to try here is these tamago on a stick. There was also an option to get it with eel. All of them was really good and there's a few vendors serving it. Over here was jam-packed and it was like bumper to bumper, but it was super fun to visit still. Another vendor was serving the Wagyu sticks with uni and I wanted to try it because the line was super long. Here's the Wagyu with uni. It was good, but it was $60, so I wouldn't get this again. It was a one-time experience. Another spot had these fish waffles with custard. It was super warm and gooey. For dessert, I got this vanilla and strawberry ice cream. It was really good. I also really enjoyed the fruit here. It was very fresh, and the tonglulu. I wish I had more time to spend here because there was so much food options still. Afterwards, we just continued shopping, and later on, I stopped by this little shop. What they serve here is mille-feuille, is a French-style pastry. On the outside is like a crispy creme brulee, and I got the strawberry and custard filling. The presentation of it was really nice. I also got a yuzu lemonade that I thought was okay. Overall, that was a pretty unique dessert and it was well balanced. We also stopped by this mochi shop because we just saw a long line, so we thought it must be good. We got their strawberry mochi with their azuki bean, along with an apricot and a honey with white bean. The texture of the mochi was super soft and the filling was really good. We wish we were able to brought this home, but we couldn't. Afterwards, we headed to Tokyo train station just to buy some souvenirs and snacks. Some of these you're able to find at the airport, but I heard it was more expensive, so we went to the train station. These New York cheesecake is really hype right now, and some days they sell out, and also there's a limit on purchasing. Afterwards, we went to 7-Eleven at the airport just to empty out our Suka carts. And then at the airport, we end up buying a little bit more snacks as well. And that's it for now until the next. And here are the snacks that I bought. I didn't record the clothes that I bought, but when you go to Japan, always bring extra suitcase because you'll be coming back with a lot of stuff.